Hello everybody! Okay, so I want to start this video a little bit updating my tasker experience, plumbing experience, where I really couldn't fix this person's toilet issue where it would flush and then 10% of what he flushed would come back. So I adjusted the water level on one and I think it kind of worked, but on the second one I felt like the first one I adjusted it, I increased it way too much, so I was very shy about it, and I think doing so made it not fix the issue. But at the end of the day, like, a toilet's only supposed to pull a certain amount of gallons per flush, so I didn't want to go against the manufacturer's recommended or what it's engineered to actually pull. So that is a whole nother thing. My metrics went down because I told the client that I didn't want to charge him just yet. I wanted to check back with him after a week. I'm trying to use Tasker as a way to practice in having a client that's going to be very satisfied with the work, and I wouldn't want to charge somebody if I didn't complete the task. So anyway, that is a whole nother thing. It's kind of difficult to do that with the app because obviously, although I am an independent contractor with Tasker, they are employing me, providing my service to somebody. They're making that connection from me to them, and so it's a little bit difficult. You know, they have their own rules. But anyway, going back to the tools, I wanted to say after that plumbing task, I went to the dollar store. I picked up some cheap toilet paper that I could use instead of using the client's toilet paper to test the flushing. So I bought some toilet paper. I bought the plunger that the instructor at school recommended, which it doesn't have to be expensive, it's just going into a toilet. So instead of the one where it's like this and like this, there's like two flaps basically, those are not good. You want to get the one that's just one. So I got that at the Dollar Tree. I also got latex gloves, a wire hanger. My instructor actually mentions wire hangers being a very effective tool in unclogging a toilet or cleaning out the rim holes of a toilet, and even he's actually mentioned even using a coat wire hanger for taking out some clogs in the kitchen sink. Anyway, going back to the tools, for carpentry, we were provided one free carpenter's pencil, which was so amazing. Like, I've never had something like that before. It was just so cool. It's just basically flat. Unfortunately, after bringing it back on the second day, someone used it for some. Actually, I know the instructor asked to use my pencil to mark something. He was demonstrating something, so I handed it to him, and I never got it back. And I think he either still has it in his pocket or he handed it to somebody else to use because they needed it. So not a big deal. I ended up going to Harbor Freight and buying two carpenter's pencil, and you use a X-Acto knife to shave it, which is really, really cool. I have a video on that. And then I also purchased a mini hammer with a claw, and I'll insert the photo right now. I think the hammer was $3.29 or something, really inexpensive because it's small. And then the carpenter's pencil were 59 cents each, and I bought two. And so back to this blueprint here, not a blueprint, back to the plans. So we basically constructed all of the walls. So here, 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 and here where the door hangs, and then this whole part for the porch is part of this wall, so that's already done. And then so today we put the plates on, and the plates are laid on the top and nailed with 4 nails on each edge to secure everything, and you have to lay them such that it's kind of like a log cabin, like a puzzle. Instead of like 2 at the top and then just in the middle, you want to lay them across, like how the butt walls are, the shorter width of the house. So you want to put the crown plates covering the through walls on each edge, and then we just use scraps to fill in the length of the through wall. So we did that, and then what we've noticed happened, we must have put the hinges incorrectly, like backwards or upside down, so it won't swing inward. At this point, there's a 1/4 inch reveal, which is the crack on top of the door I've explained in the last video. It's supposed to have half of that space on the top and the bottom. So right now it's just at the top, and it's about a 1/4 inch reveal just there. So we need to, he said it's probably because we put the hinge upside down, so we'll probably do that next week, Monday or so. But Friday we are going to put the roof together, which seems so daunting, honestly, but I mean, we're going through this very quickly. We're learning a lot, and you know, this is what we're paying to learn, so it's amazing. We also got a 2x6. I think a rafter is typically 2x8, but we, you know, for this dollhouse that we're creating, we used a 2x6, and then we want to make sure that the studs that and the rafters that are going to fall on the ridge board. Ridge board is basically that long tip of the triangular part of the roof. And we needed to mark 16 on center on the ridge board, and then an X on where the studs will fall, or the rafters will fall. So we did that, but we have not built the roof yet. So we just did the measurements on that. At this point, I just wanted to say that we built all the walls. We took quite a lot of time doing one last thing that we forgot on one of the through walls, and basically the porch here. If you look at the porch from the side, it's going to have, okay, I don't have any pictures. I'm gonna insert a picture that I took on my phone. And basically, you wanna put a 19 3/4 block, and then you're going to put cripples, 19.5-inch cripples, to basically, it kind of looks like a window opening, but it doesn't have a header because that's just going to be like the rail for the porch. So we created that because we had it on one through wall, but we didn't have it on the other side. So we created that from scratch today and then inserted it in.